So spring football is underway, bringing us all one step closer to real life college football. I'm pretty excited because there's so many interesting questions that may be answered this spring, and I can't wait to see what happens. So I asked on Twitter yesterday, what were the most interesting college football stories from this current spring? I ended up choosing 5 of the stories suggested by you guys, and here we are. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Also, if y'all want to see more community lists / community countdowns, definitely let me know in the comments section and follow me on the social medias. I did this one on Twitter and the next one would likely be done on Instagram. So now you know that. Now these are in no particular order. These are just 5 of the most interesting stories that I chose from the responses that I got. All right, so let's jump in. The first one's gonna come from Njada K Manifesto, and he wrote quarterback battle Fields versus Fromm. Now, Fields versus Fromm, I've actually done a full video on this one, but both of these guys are young, super talented quarterbacks. Fromm had a great freshman season at Georgia, getting them to a national championship after the starter went down early in the year. But now you have an even more highly touted quarterback coming in, and these cats are about to battle it out. It says a lot to me that Fields decided to go there despite Fromm's success as a freshman, and I'm just wondering, what does he know that we don't know? It's kind of a strange battle because normally when you have a guy who's experienced and poised and has proven himself, he's an upperclassman like a junior or a senior. But Jake Fromm is only a sophomore. Then you add the icing on the cake that both of these guys started in QB1 Beyond the Lights, season 1 and then season 2, and it just makes for an amazing story, and it's definitely going to be one of the better battles from this spring. And I could say this with all of these. This probably won't be resolved completely in the spring, but there's definitely going to be some new developments. Maybe somebody pulls ahead, maybe it's deadlocked. Either way, it'll be interesting. Next up, my boy November's very own said James Blackman versus DeAndre Francois, FSU. So last season, DeAndre Francois went down versus Alabama, and true freshman James Blackman stepped in. Now, Blackman didn't play bad at all, throwing for 2,200 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Coming in as a true freshman behind a less than stellar offensive line, he deserves hella credit for that. But DeAndre Francois has plenty of eligibility left himself, and if he hasn't been awarded his medical red shirt yet, I'm pretty damn sure he will be getting it very soon. I mean, he got hurt in the first game, so I don't really know any version of this story where he doesn't get it. Once he does, he's got 3 years of eligibility left, and yeah, just to refresh your memory, when DeAndre played a full season, he threw for 3,500 yards. 20 touchdowns and 7 picks. He's also way more mobile than Blackman, and we all know that Willie Taggart is gonna know how to utilize that. With all that being said, I honestly don't think this is as big of a battle as some people make it out to be. I know Blackman played well for a true freshman, but I just think that if DeAndre is healthy, it's gonna be his job to lose, and frankly, I just don't think he'll lose it. All right, next up, my boy the Black Mahara just said Tate Martel, the Wayne Haskins battle at OSU. So with this one, you gotta also throw in Joe Burrow as well. A lot of people don't know, but if he didn't break his hand in spring ball last year, he possibly could have been the starter. Now, I've been keeping an eye on this one for a while, drawn there, of course, by Tate Martel, just interested to see how his college career is going to turn out. And many of us non-Ohio State fans most definitely want to see this cat play because his style of play is exciting and entertaining. But from what I understand, it's gonna be an uphill battle. I think Ohio State wants to get Martel on the field, and he's played a little scout team receiver and running back already, so that's something to watch out for. But after watching fellow QB1 quarterback Jake Fromm, who we talked about earlier, getting in last year, take his team to the national championship game, I mean, Tate's gotta be sitting over there just itching to get into the game. So I'm pretty sure dude is gonna go all out, and this one's gonna be fun to sit back and watch play out. And my boy Jonathan Jones, I think the simplest name so far, appreciate it bro, Tua versus Jalen. Now, we've been talking about this one for quite a bit in previous videos as well. Quick recap, Jalen Hurts was the man at Bama but was benched in the Natty only to be replaced by Tua, who came in, took over, won the game, looked amazing, and got a lot of people excited, including the Alabama wide receivers. Now, it seemed like transferring or maybe a position change was likely, but Jalen and Tua are two very unique cats, bro. These are like the most positive, most well-meaning guys I've ever seen in my life, especially at the quarterback position, a position full of egomaniacs. Like, honestly, I've always thought that being an egomaniac was a precursor to being a successful quarterback. But Jalen and Tua are like the ultimate sportsmen. It's really unhuman, dog. And because of that, there's a good chance that even if Jalen doesn't win the job, he'll still stay put and sit on Bama's bench. There's also a good chance that they both might play, but honestly, Tua is a great runner as well, so I'm not sure how that would look. But at this point, it's kind of seeming like the most likely thing. One thing we can be sure of, though, it's going to be interesting. All right, man, final thing on the list is going to kind of be a combination of what was left by my boy Carter and my boy Cam from IMV. This is going to be Harbaugh's last year, what's going to happen with the quarterback battle, etc. But the most interesting thing to me here is Shea Patterson. Is the NCAA going to grant his immediate eligibility so that he can play this year? I, for one, hope so. I want to see him on the field. Once that question is answered, I think we can start to answer all those other questions. We all know about the debacle at Ole Miss, and Shea Patterson, along with other recruits, were all recruited based on what was essentially a lie. They were made to believe that the investigations that were going on were not too serious, but they were very serious indeed. This whole thing now is playing out, and of course it's taking forever, but it's something I've been keeping an eye on, and as soon as we know, I'll probably drop a video on it, or I might just update it on the community tab on the channel. I don't know, depends on how much information we actually get. Either way, man, those are 5 of the most interesting stories from spring ball, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, click thumbs up button, subscribe if you're brand new. My name is FlemLo Raps, and I'll holler at you next time. One.
Yeah, I'm no quitter, 'cause I'ma go